Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So today we're going to be playing the new demo which was released today of Nier Automata. This game will be released March the 10th, I believe. This is the second Nier game. I've got to admit I never did get around to playing the first one, but I will be picking this one up for sure. So today we're going to be doing a bit of a beginner's guide just for people that have never heard of this game and kind of want to know what it's about. Though I do recommend going to the PlayStation Store and downloading this demo completely free, and that way you will get a bit of a feeling for the game. This is about 5 gigabytes, so if you've got decent internet, it shouldn't take anywhere more than 2 hours to download at most. So yeah, let's go and let's explain the basics of this game. So we're going to play it on normal difficulty. I have only played through the demo once and a bit, just to check a few things out, and we're going to go over the basics. If anybody's played Final Fantasy 15, then this is obviously made by Square Enix too. And if you like that kind of combat system, then you're going to like this game a lot.
Activating short-range attack gear.
So it's got a very similar real-time combat system to Final Fantasy 15, though the environment's obviously a lot more it's more like robots, more futuristic, I guess you could say. And yeah, it's not really much to it. I mean, on the demo, obviously this is only a demo, like I said. We can get strong attacks with triangle, squares, more weaker attacks and faster, like on pretty much every single real-time game. We do have this little robot friend that will fire with R1, and as you can see, it's kind of like, you know, those top-down kind of games where there's like tons of bullets and stuff coming at you, like all those spaceship games, and maybe like Fury. I'm not sure if you played that game. It's kind of like that, but in more of a 3D. I mean, there's actually parts, because this game plays with the camera angles pretty well, and a lot of the times it's maybe in a bit of a section in 2D, and then maybe tops down, and it really does seem like games like Fury when it's top down and you're shooting away and you're waiting. You can evade with R2, it kind of dashes away, but if you tap it as soon as, there we go, if you tap it as soon as they're about to hit you, it's like that. You get the little warp strike kind of thing like Noctis does on Final Fantasy. It's very similar. Obviously on this game you can't just hold it down like in Final Fantasy, but you can do it if you tap it pretty much as soon as they're going to hit you. So this is a little mini boss coming up here. We can lock on. Okay, L1's to like use the little robot guy's special ability, but we don't have it at the moment. I think he learns it in a second. So yeah, we can lock on. We can dash, keep avoiding that if we do it correctly. Okay, it's gonna, we gotta wait until it stops spinning, but you know, this guy's only level 3, and it's not exactly like level 3 on any other game, to be honest. Don't lose health that quickly. But yeah, this guy is pretty easy, especially we can just lock on and fire us away as much as we want. We can actually slash at the same time as locking on. I mean, sorry, locking on and firing, so you gotta kind of be pressing 3 buttons at once if you want to do it correctly, I guess. Dodge that. Just keep firing away. We obviously can change weapons and that, but we'll go through that in a bit once we've got time. Right, so this guy's just learned his right, he's learning it now, his special ability we just mentioned before. So we charge it up. I think he starts with charge and L1, and there we go, he gets a special laser beam, and we've got to wait until it cools down a bit, and then we'll use it again. Obviously in the full game we'll get various skills. Right, we're pretty much done with this guy. Hit him a few times with the sword. You have 2 swords equipped at once, but it's kind of like the strong attack or the soft attacks use one sword, and the strong attacks kind of use a bit of a mixture in between both of them. And this is kind of, this guy's pretty much our companion in the full game.
That was dangerous, man. You're 2B, right? My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support.
Copy that.
So, was that big old buzzsaw the Goliath you came here to take out?
No.
And as you can see by their names, they're obviously cyborgs or robots. And to be honest, I'm not sure. Like I said, I've never really done or heard anything about the first game, and I do not know if they're even the same characters from the first game, or even if there was robots in the first game. But yeah, on here they're all robots. I think in the full game there are sections of the game that you control the other character, but most of the time he will be following you around as like kind of like your teammates on Final Fantasy 15 really. Take these guys out. Right, so we get a wall. I think this. I thought there was an item around there. Obviously not. It's obviously because he dropped it last time. So that all those are kind of Sonic rings are like gold. Is that an item? Yeah, this guy dropped an item here. Right, okay, so let's go with the items a bit. So if we press up, we change our weapon set. Like I said, we've got 2 weapons per set. At the moment, they just swap around the order. Like in weapon set 1, the square one is the little one, but then on set 2, the big one is the square button. So like I know I said last time like it's fast or slow attacks, but really it's just using a different weapon really. Though triangle does seem to like if you combo it, I think. Yeah, you can combo them pretty well if you do the right order of button pressing. You can use a bit of a combo on both weapons. Got another item. If we go down on the D-pad, we can use our items to recover, and if we press right or left, we can change the little robot guy's ability. Though, like I said, we only have 1. And like, let's go. If we go to our weapons, weapon set 1, we do have. Well, we have the 2 that got equipped, but we do have fists if we did want to unequip something, which is a bit stupid at this point, obviously. And yeah, we don't have any more skills, so we're just gonna continue around. In a second, we do get to show the how this game uses different camera angles quite effectively. Actually, it's like really smooth. I just hope, like, I'm guessing like on the full game there's going to be more environment kind of variety, because if it was all like this, kind of all metallic and that, it kind of puts me off a tiny bit, I guess. Though the gameplay is really, really good, I do like my variety in the environments. Though I do believe that on a lot of the demos we've seen or trailers, they do show some different environments, which is kind of cool. Pick this up, silver ore. Right, so here we see one of these. Oops. We see one of those 2D sections, though we do get to see it a bit better in a second.
Do it.
There's also a lot of like alternative routes we can take. I think we see one in a second. Like over here we could continue. I believe it goes all the way around, I'm not too sure. But yeah, we can just jump straight across. And once you're in 2D like this, shooting's pretty natural. And yeah, it looks pretty much like a normal platform game here. So we can continue down there, which probably leads back to the other side. And yeah, now we're back into our 3D normal fighting state. It would be good if, like, on the demo we did get to try out more kind of weapon sets, but we don't get to. But, you know, on the full game there will be a lot more variety of weapons. I do actually believe on one of the trailers they showed the engine blade, like the, I'm not sure, like obviously most of you probably played Final Fantasy 15, but if you don't know, the engine blade is Noctis' primary weapon from Final Fantasy 15, and on one of the trailers they did actually show her using it. I'm not sure how old the trailer was, but I'm guessing if it's not changed too much, you probably will be able to get that weapon since the game is by Square Enix. Kill these guys. What I do miss after playing Final Fantasy 15 is like a button to dash towards the enemy, like the warp strike. You can dash like this a bit, but it's not nowhere near as effective. And it's kind of weird, like after playing like over 100 hours of Final Fantasy, kind of really, it's something you like really do take for granted, and you do miss a lot on these type of games. Though, you know, you can dash, and even like that, you can kind of like throw the weapon at him just to get a bit more range, which is okay. Let's take this. Right, so this is one of those top-down things I was talking about. This really, like, not quite Fury. Fury's not quite as top-down as this, almost, I guess. But it really does feel like that. You get like this really good sword. You get the gun. It's like so similar, and I like it's a really good thing for me. I really did enjoy Fury. It feels so similar. I like how they changed the. I like how they play with the camera angles and all that. It feels so natural as well. Like it changes from camera angle to camera angle, and it still feels like it's the same game, if you know what I mean. I'm getting destroyed by these guys. It's actually time to heal up. Level 1s to level 3s on this game. I don't want to know what a level like 90 seems like on this bloody game. And the other thing I really do like about this game, it's somehow the environment, I guess, feels a bit like Resonance of Fate. And I know a lot of people probably don't even know what game I'm talking about, but it's one of my favourite RPGs of all time. And that's something that I do like. I know, like, before I did so, I wouldn't like the environment to always be like this, but like the section of the game that is like this, I would like, just because it really does feel like the same kind of environment as Resonance of Fate. And I really did enjoy that game. I wish they got another one out, actually. These guys get a bit of a shield. No biggie though. Just slash through them. These are level 2s now. And yeah, we level up. It doesn't really explain much what we get leveling up, but you know, I'm guessing it's like the normal, more health, more strength and stuff. And these guys are done for. And now we like top down now. It's like they want to combat. I guess it's not as boring like that. Maybe like, even though it's the same kind of combat, or we're in the same room, maybe one of the sections is 3D, and then like the other one's like top down like this, and then maybe it's like 2D. At least it doesn't make it quite as repetitive when you're stuck in the same room, like in this case. And kind of like, it kind of makes you adapt, not exactly adapt that much on these type of level 1 enemies, but maybe if it was like stronger, it would make you adapt your mindset in mid combat, I guess. Right, so pretty much at the end of the demo here we get the fight. Well, there's a little mini boss, I guess.
You mean the bird? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be. Probably because the environment's changed.
Right. So get some of our health back.
There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Alert. High power jamming detected.
Right, so though this is pretty much part of this boss we're after, but this is like the first battle. That's kind of similar to the other boss, to the little guy, well, not the little guy, you know what I mean, the semi-mini boss that we fight at the start. Right, in this case there's 2 of them. Like, I like how a boss is level 3. You don't really see that on other like RPG games. Normally, like at the start they're at least level like 15, 10, 20 even maybe. You don't really see level 3 bosses on many games. Keep forgetting that little guy's got that laser skill. Actually, it's really, really good. Not sure if it's what that was. Probably not worth it. Bad idea there. They, yeah, okay, they do share health bars. Because technically it is the same guy, as we'll find out in a second. I can't go that way, that's not fair. Don't think we completely have to finish him off. No, that'll do. Now we get to see the real boss.
Is that?
Target enemy detected.
So this is level 6 boss, but as you can see we hardly do any damage to it at all. Personally I don't like this boss battle. I think we need a bit more like space to move around maybe. But nonetheless, I like the second phase. The second phase was really cool. It's not like we don't have space, but it's like we can't see much of it until we actually get there. It's not just on this game though, I never really have liked these kind of boss battles on any kind of game where they're like massive and you're I like it when they're massive, but like when you can actually move around them maybe. That's pretty cool though. But luckily the whole boss battle isn't like this. The second, or the last part's actually pretty cool, though it is really easy. It's more of like a cinematic kind of thing.
To me! What's your status?
This is the target. I'm going to destroy it.
Right. I'll provide support.
The only thing that may put me off about this game is that I think all the enemies are robots, or kind of types of robots. I've never really been much of a robot person, and I kind of prefer it when they're like more like creatures, if you know what I mean. Kind of like Final Fantasy, I guess. I don't mind there being some robots, but I prefer that they're not all robots. But I guess that obviously doesn't make a difference to the gameplay or anything. That's just my opinion. I'm sure there's actually people that prefer it, that they're all robots. But nonetheless, I'm sure I'll end up buying it anyway, because the combat system's something I like quite a bit. Where's this guy's health bar even gone? Okay.
Boost!
9S!
That guy's probably done for.
ISS black box signal detected. No response to communications.
Send a support request to command.
How are you guys doing here?
Communications have been jammed.
The robot's probably like, where did he go? He's not got a clue. Look really confused, the poor guy. Well, being able to climb up ladders fast is a positive point.
9S.
Yep, he's screwed. Yeah, so basically now we get his cool robot thingy. And there's the part I was saying, like the second half of the battle is actually really cool. Though it's obviously really easy and that's not exactly a great thing. Okay, we can. I was actually not sure if we could use recovery items here. But it's like pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't like the whole boss battle to be like this. It's really, like extremely easy. We can't actually move like backwards or forwards. We can only move around. But our sword does fire like a projectile at him. But I think the square button doesn't actually fire a projectile. So I'm pretty sure like there's probably gonna be like actual levels where you get to go for it like this, because if not, what would be the point of or maybe some other bosses, I don't know.
Control of upper arm. Seized from enemy unit. Marking weak point. Got it.
It just feels like a big mashup of various games. It's got so much like different unique kind of perspectives, and each one seems like you're playing a different kind of game, and it's really cool. And now we basically just hijacked his arm. Poor guy. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the demo. We get a cutscene here, but it's a pretty good demo. I mean, it shows different perspectives of the game and what you can expect from the full game. And yeah, if you're anything into Final Fantasy 15, you like the combat system, then I definitely recommend picking it up. Especially if you do like the more robotic, kind of futuristic kind of system it's got. And for some reason, it does really remind me of Resonance of Fate for some reason. And yeah, guys, like I'm gonna go now. This is just a final cutscene I'll leave you with, and yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this game in the comments below, and we will see you next time, guys.
To be.
Contact command. Request assistance.
No. It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary.
Oh, great.
I don't imagine that this is going to end well. The black box. It's ready.
Right.
Requesting destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
Request accepted.
Doobie, it was an honor to fight with you. Truly.
The honor was mine.